Welcome back everybody to Minecraft Infinity Skyblock. Guess what? We're going to complete a challenge today. Yep, that's right. One of the challenges I've had for quite some time, ever since I started the series, was to automate the creation of chipsets. Now, with the laser table being all nicely sorted, and quite conveniently there is a logistics pipe already here, I think it's high time we actually get some of these things done. Now, excuse me. Now, the best thing to do, I need to move this chest for a starter, which luckily enough I have a dolly here, which is good. Do I actually have an axe? Yes, I do. You may notice my inventory is remarkably clean, which is a bit of a surprise for one like myself. Okay, so that goes there, right? So what I'm going to need to automate these chipsets... Now, I had a bit of a think about it. I've got to get rid of all these things here. To make said chipsets, the chipsets themselves, if I just go back to NEI... Now, redstone is just redstone, so that's not a problem. But the other chipsets here require redstone and a particular piece of material. Now that is a problem. That also can be created. So we're going to try and cover all the chipsets that we can today. And the emerald chipset, not a problem. So what I'm going to need is... How many chipsets were there? 1, 2, 3... I'm not going to cover the redstone chipset because I'm going to need another laser table because I have to keep these things separated. So, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, 7 crafting recipes have got to be requested from one particular table. Now, that's not too hard. So, what I'm going to have to do is look into chassis pipe. These things here. Now, they'll only hold one module, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have 2 Mark IV logistics chassis pipes. Now for that, all we need is a basic logistics pipe with surrounded by gold and iron. That's not too hard. Or we could go for a chassis. Oh, chassis 5 can hold up to 8 modules, which would do the trick. So I'd only need 1, which is a Mark IV, obviously, with a diamond chipset. Okay, well we can do that. We can do that. So initially, yeah, we'll set the crafting network up to handle this. Request one of those, thank you, and one of these. Actually, we'll make it 2, because I can foresee I probably will need the higher level of chassis pipes in the future. As you can see, the wall of inventory stuff is definitely gotten a lot bigger over time. So we'll go 1 there, 1 there. This is going to take the Mark IV chassis. I could... This recipe is easy enough. I've got the resources, or this is actually cheaper on resources but requires power. So I'd rather do this one here rather than the more power cost. So let's go there. Do that. Import. Lovely. Fantastic. So this one is going to take this recipe. Right, and import. Awesome. So now I have the chassis pipe considered. I probably will be able to request that. I'm missing 1 diamond chipset. Okay, So I am going to need some redstone. We'll just say we'll take, I don't know, maybe 5. And 5 diamonds. And we'll set this thing going. So we'll have the diamond chipsets on hand. And we can actually lock this recipe into the table as well. Now, that's going to take a little time. So what we can do, we can start setting up the pipework while we're waiting. So unrouted pipes, I will take, I think 10 should be enough. I think, should be able to, so that's where the crafting junction goes in, it goes there. Oh, jetpacks. How I love them. So that will come and join into the network there. So it's going to, the crafting, or the chassis is going to go there to that chest. And then we have to have a satellite pipe going into the assembly table. So, whoops. Looks like I have... Oh no, that's a chicken. I thought that was an item there for a second, but it's actually a chicken. Supplying me with a number of eggs, no doubt. That's one way you can have a chicken farm, I guess. If you've got the conveyor belts, stick a chicken on there, eventually you'll get everything that you basically want or need. Now, no, I have not actually made a crafting recipe for satellite pipes. Okay, I'll request one of those and one of them, because no doubt I am going to be needing a lot more satellite pipes in the foreseeable near future. So we'll go there. Satellite pipe. This one. There we go. Shift click that. Awesome. And import. Lovely. Satellite pipe. So I'm going to need at least one to start off with, and that is going to go into that table there, and that is got an ID number of 3. Okay, so now, well, it looks like those diamond chipsets are done, which is good. We'll take them and we'll throw them into the system here. If I can get it past the chicken. Or, no, it's definitely not full. Excuse me, chicken. I may have... That's the drawer. That should register. Yep, it registers alright. I don't know why the storage drawer was having a bit of a hissy fit, but it works nonetheless. Okay, chassis. So I'm going to need one of these. Okay. Wait for that to come through. Ta-da! And you are going to go there. Everything is connected. Lovely. So now, in the chassis here, I'm going to need the 7 crafting recipes. And another, of course, assembly table. So I will be able to fan these out in... I can basically fit 4 assembly tables in this particular arrangement, so that's going to be cool. Yeah, that will be cool. Alright, so that's that. So, modules. So I want... Okay, there's a crafting module mark. I have to... I'm not entirely sure whether I actually need the higher level crafting module, or whether I can just get away with using a low level crafting module. I suppose the one thing we could do here is we'll start with the first crafting module, right? And if I need to upgrade them, I can. But if I make, say, 8 of these, so the blank module is that. Paper, actually, there is something I can do with paper. Something I should have done earlier, once I hooked up my tree farm and everything else, and supplying my inventory system with sawdust, and also making that the water bucket filler. Let me see. I'm going to have to need 1 more of those, 1 more of them. Actually, I'm going to need 2 more of them. Luckily, I can make them. It's great. Okay. So firstly, we'll organize the ability to craft the paper. Paper is here, this recipe here, so that's great. So we'll be taking this one. We're not using X compression, we're using thermal expansion sawdust. You can actually click what's most likely also. I don't know how that algorithm is actually worked out, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Oops. That's that. Oh, I didn't actually put that in. So, sawdust, done. There we go, that's better. Import. So that's the paper side of things taken care of. 1 more. This is almost a little... Okay, space-wise, it's not really that convenient space-wise, but logistics pipes autocrafting is a lot easier than applied energistics autocrafting. Albeit applied energistics is more compact. Right, so I need this recipe for the modules themselves. The blank module, here we are. So we'll go here. Thank you. Import. Right, I should have done a lot of things. Should have, could have, didn't. Right. So I'm also going to need another set of these. So I can basically make up the crafting modules. Done. How's my power going with my jetpack? Not bad. Not hurting yet. Right, so module, I want this one. And I'm going to be taking this blank module recipe here. That, I suppose rose red is about the most likely thing I'm going to be having. I don't think I really need to have a farm for rose red. I can just simply go and gather some flowers or what have you. So that will do donkey. So that is going to be like that. Import, lovely. So now let's create 7 crafting modules. Hopefully I'll have everything. Missing 7 rose red. Okay, well that's fair enough. We just head on down to wherever I had the madness that was doing all the crafting, and I should have... I got 4 in my inventory. I need 7 rose red. So that's 5. Any more? Okay, that's red petals. Oh, here's some poppies I have here. That gets me 9. Okay, awesome, sweet. I definitely have to set up some garden areas at some point or another. Time is being my enemy. Right, let's stick you up there. Just have a little quick looky at the grinding system. I have actually stepped up the whole system to all 3 Kople generators at the moment. And it seems to be keeping up quite well, power-wise. The only thing that isn't really keeping up, or it's only barely keeping up, is my 3 auto hammers I have here. They're working hard. And if I wanted to it basically increase the output of the factory as it was, I will have to install more auto hammers to cope with the demand. And obviously that chicken's missing the mark with the conveyor belt. Right, now I should be able to make the 8 crafting modules. Alright. Have a looky. Oh, there they come. Oh, no, still working. I did. Oh, there we go. I was just waiting on the water to come back through from the bottling plant to make the paper. Seven and 8. There we go. Beautiful. Right. So now here comes the fun part. We'll install all 8 crafting modules. Now we'll go to chipsets. Okay, that opens the chest. Interesting. Outputs. Oh, okay, I can click and drag this. One of those. I'm going to have to do this by hand. Well, tell you what, guys. Let's do a cut from here to when I get all these recipes inputted. Alrighty. Everything's been inputted. I've just made up another request logistics pipe. It just makes it a lot easier to even... Actually, that's not going to help me. Not in that position. Unfortunately, due to the fact that I want this to actually output. So I kind of actually need the pipe pointing outwards. Like such. That is actually having a bit of a carry on, because it would prefer to actually have a basic logistics pipe there. So we'll request one of those. I'll spit it out there like such. Because if you have basic pipes, they know which way the items have to go. If you have an outright routed pipe, they will behave exactly like a Buildcraft pipe. Buildcraft pipes, they have a 50-50 chance of whichever way they go. Okay, so now I should... Whoops. That's going to be a problem. Maybe I should have this elsewhere. And I also really need a basic pipe up there too. Decisions is decisions. Take that one. We'll put the unrouted there. I need to change this pipe here to a basic one. So everybody's happy. Everybody knows which way they're going. And I'm going to need another basic pipe. Over here. So wherever I choose to... let's have a down pipe here. Why not? So basic pipe in the corner. And we'll just place the request pipe down here. So if I go here and say I request... I did actually... an emerald chipset. I don't have any. So I'm going to request one. So it should send everything there into the table. Now I have to program the table to activate on an emerald chipset. Once this thing warms up, it shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too long at all. So basically it's going to take a little bit of time to program. Oh no, it doesn't really need to take time actually. I could do this by hand. So while we're waiting for that, let's ask for, say, some redstone. Maybe 10 of those. A piece of iron, which is one... Oh, did I actually request 10 iron? Oh, the emerald chipset I did actually request for. That's okay. I'll get. I'll have to basically add in a supply pipe. I think it's a supply pipe, requesting a set level of chipsets to be held in the inventory. So I think I might be able to get that done today, perhaps after a little bit of a cut. But the basic chipsets are going to be here. So I've got the redstone. I didn't actually get the iron. One iron, please. Request. Thank you. And it's going to come all the way down here. Thank you very much. Stick you in there. So that's that recipe covered. Once I get to a stage of having the other recipes done, I'll be able to cover the rest of the recipes in this table here. So that's pretty cool. Now, I just have to basically plug in the rest of the actual chipset recipes. I don't know if I've got any nether quartz. Pulsating chipsets should be easy to do. Ender pearl. Yep. Grab one of those. What was the other ones? Redstone comparator. Don't know how much quartz I have. Well, I got 16. It's enough to get everything set up. So if I do 2 of those, thank you. All right, we'll go to the assembly table, stick the redstone in there, ender pearl, boom. We'll basically plug that recipe in. Let's no. I don't think there's actually a setting you can actually ignore a recipe, so that's why the redstone chipsets I'm going to be making in a separate assembly table, because I don't want these things mixed up at all. So that is done these pulsating chipsets. Let's go and teach this thing how to make comparators. Again, more crafting, thank you. One more of you. So we're well on the way to achieving the automation of making chipsets. So I got one of each of those. Yep, good. I just got to throw together another laser table, another chest, similar setup, especially with the chassis pipe. I'm probably going to be using that other table for other recipes that don't involve redstone, so that would be a good thing to do. And yeah, so pretty much scratch one challenge off the list. Awesome. So, series is going fairly well, I should think. And if of course you've got to the end of this video and you do indeed like the videos, please go ahead and click that like button for me. And of course, as you know, I don't promote my videos because I'm too busy working, supplying everything for my family, and making videos for you good people. So I leave it to you to promote my videos to wherever you can or wherever you see fit. Alright folks, well I've been Raetac, I'll see you next time.